Hey there. If we haven't met, I'm Laura. I am the founder and the co-owner of the Practice, a movement studio in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. We use somatic movement to get into discomfort so that we can understand that there is more for us, more opportunity to grow and to feel really good. And I want to tell you a little bit about how we got to here. How did we get into this space? And maybe you're looking at our movement teacher training program and you want a little more information. So I've been a yoga teacher in this wellness space for the last 13 years. And while that was such a beautiful practice for me, it was such a beautiful journey for me, I had seen a lot of good in yoga, a lot of benefits. My mind became more clear. I became very dedicated to the practice. Ultimately, what I had seen was that there was more of a focus on the physical asana of yoga, the physical practice, and the importance of the physical practice, and a lot of omitting of the other important elements in a yoga practice. For me, my yoga practice was not just about the physicality of it, the warrior twos, the downward dogs, but more about how can I continue in my day as authentic and grounded and whole and show up fully as best as I possibly can. Now, in my practice, there were some really beautiful and enlightening conversations. In that, I began to realize that community needed more. People needed more. And it's not about a headstand, it's not about how long you can hold a chair pose, but instead it's about the relationship to yourself. And so that's essentially the basis of our studio. We enter into physical experiences so that we can enter into the relationship of discomfort, so we can notice our reactions, we can check in with our patterns, our habits, more of like a self-analytical tool, and decide what it is that we want to do with it. Our practice is somatic, meaning we use the body to get into the mind. It's a bottom-up approach of wellness rather than a top-down approach of wellness. So we think about what emotions we're holding in our body, and we notice those feelings, the felt sense of them. How does this feel? Why is it feeling this way? And is it true or is it story? And it's through this practice that we're able to bring more texture and depth and curiosity to our students. Now, you might be watching this because you're looking at starting our teacher training program. And this is something that I am so proud of. Myself and my business partner, Amy, created this 300-hour program so that our teachers aren't just repeating a script. You're tapping into you and your gifts so you can bring your authentic self, not just to teaching class, but to the rest of your day. So you can enter into spaces as authentically as you possibly can. Now, we do enter discomfort in our teacher training program. We analyze what stories we've been told, what patterns and behaviors we've gone through, what's true for us, what's not true for us, how to be more accessible and inclusive, how to really analyze what it is that we want to do moving forward. And all while holding space for our students. Now, I think that this program is perfect for you if you've entered to receive more information, if you've been clicking on anything that you've been seeing online. This is a 300-hour program, meaning it will take some time. Ours is unlike others in that we get more in depth. It is a little more self-paced. So we have virtual, we have learn at your own pace, and we have in-person weekend workshops. And it's the in-person weekend workshops that is where the magic happens. That's where we really dive into what's uncomfortable and see what's on the other side. You're so much more capable than what you believe, what you've been told, and this is the tool that we use to get there. Our teacher training program is right for you if you're looking to become a yoga teacher, a movement teacher, a somatic movement teacher, or if you're simply looking to go into yourself a little deeper. If you want this container of supportive community to help you understand why things are the way that they are, and to recognize that there's opportunity and change ahead. So if you have any questions at all about our teacher training program, please let me know. I'm so happy to connect. If you'd like to book a call with me, I'm happy to chat further on how I can support you in making the decision that's best for you. Ultimately, this is simply a tool. You're in the driver's seat. That's totally up to you. All right, we'll chat soon.